name's Jamie. Welcome to my channel. My channel's name is JJ's Glam Glow. And as you can see, I already have my skincare on. And I will introduce you to the products I put on. So let's just jump right into it. On my eyes, I have a Mary Kay Time-Wise eye cream. For my face, I have the Mary Kay Time-Wise Repair Day Cream with an SPF of 30. I love this. And to hydrate my lips, I just simply have the LA Colors Lip Oil available at Walmart for $1.98. It's wonderful. So, let's just jump right into the makeup, shall we? Before I get started, I kind of like to plan out my look. You can plan out your look according to what you're wearing, how you feel, what your mood is. So I am playing with a new palette today, though, and it's called Let's Play by Too Faced. And as you can see, it has a beautiful color story to it. And we have 4 shimmers and 4 mattes. And I've played with it a little bit already. I've made a few looks. So I have a look in mind for y'all today. So let's get started. I'm using for my base the Time-Wise by Mary Kay Matte 3D Foundation in Ivory C110. I have oily to combination skin, so this formula works great for me. I apply it on the back of my hand first. And then I use the blending brush by Mary Kay. This brush is phenomenal because it gives you a flawless, even application. And it is pretty much fail-proof. And you can choose a foundation brush. You can choose a beauty blender. You can choose to even use your fingers. As you can see, this product is relatively on the thin to thick side, and you can tell because it doesn't run down the back of my hand at a fast rate. So it has a medium to thin viscosity. If you have a thick viscosity foundation, you definitely want to use a brush and buff it into your skin because it's going to be thick and you're going to want to work with it in a more malleable manner. You could also use a beauty blender on that, a damp beauty blender, and work with the product that way. However, it's whatever, at the end of the day, it's whatever you feel most comfortable with. That's what makeup's all about, is doing whatever makes you feel good, whatever you're comfortable in, and go on about your day. So, I started wearing makeup, well, whenever I was allowed to. So, that was around the age of 16. However, my love of makeup began at an early age. I would say 11 or 12. So, that's where the story begins. And it kept growing and growing and growing. So, now that I have my foundation on, let me just take a quick peek at it to make sure it's all blended in. make a few adjustments here. So I even did some makeup for my family's wedding way back in the day. So they trust me to do that. So I guess, I'm safe to turn loose, so to speak. So, okay, so now we have our foundation on. And I usually like to move on to the eyes because I feel like the eyes and the eyebrows frame the face. And that's when I kind of build upon the rest of my makeup. And for concealer, I like to use it sparingly, but I also use it as a primer for my eyelids because it gives me that opaque look. Just a little bit goes a long way, and I'm using the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer in the color Light Ivory. That was difficult. Okay, so now we're gonna let that sit for just a little bit so it gets nice and tacky, because the longer you let your concealer sit, the thicker it becomes, giving you the most full coverage. So let's move on to the eyebrows. And like I said, the eyebrows, frame your face. And for my eyebrow pencil, I'm using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in taupe. And this is a bargain. You can get these at Walmart for $6. I've been using these brow pencils from Walmart by e.l.f. for the past couple of years, and they never fail me. And back in the day when I'm growing up, I overplucked my eyebrows, waxed my eyebrows, and my eyebrows are pretty light colored, so I need to fill mine in quite a bit. So bear with me. There's really no rule to the eyebrows, but you definitely want to make your arch right above the pupil of your eye. That's where you want your arch to fall. So if you follow that rule of thumb, your eyebrows will look more symmetrical. But remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And then I always like to make a line from one eyebrow to the next, make a dot to where the other eyebrow should start, so I have a guide. And we all make funny faces when we're doing our eye makeup. It's just inevitable. So be kind. If you would, in the comment section, drop a line. Tell me where you're watching from. I always find it interesting to see where the viewers are and read any comments. So, and also, if you happen to do your eyebrows and then you find that you need to go back and fill some in after your eye makeup, your eyeshadow, so to speak, there's no rule of thumb that says you can't do that. So just have fun with your makeup. Okay, so now that our concealer has set for a little bit, let's go back and blend it in. And for this, I like to use my fingers because it gives me the more precise control to really get in there and work with it. I tend not to tug on my eyelids a whole lot because there's a lot of mobility on our eyelids, and our eyelid and skin on our eye area is about 1/4 thinner than the rest of our skin on our face. So be delicate and you'll look as young as you feel. So yeah, it's looking nice. So yeah, it doesn't matter what products you use. I tend not to stick with a certain product. I use whatever works for me, and that has always been my rule of thumb, is it doesn't matter how much you pay for a product. It could be $4, it could be $40. If it doesn't work, you've wasted your money. So, I'm sure you can all relate to that. At the end of the day, we just want whatever we spend our money on to work for us. So, okay. I think we're about ready for some eyeshadow here. Have a little issue with the concealer there, but no worries. We got it all figured out. Okay, so for the first color here, this is the color Easter Egg. Right here you can see it's a really pretty shimmer. Really pretty shimmer. Kind of a pink shimmer mixed with a little bit of a champagne color. So I like to apply that with a Real Techniques brush. It's number 307, Real Techniques brush. These are available at Walmart for a relatively reasonable price. And I like to take that right below right above the brow bone, just to kind of give us a nice little foundation of what we want to do. So as you can see, I'm adding that color Easter Egg under the brow bone here. I like to always add a little bit of a shimmer under the brow bone. I've always done that. I think it adds a nice, sophisticated look to your eyeshadow. Your eye look, rather. Makes you look polished, put together. And it separates the rest of your eyeshadow from your eyebrow, creating that division, and it kind of really makes the rest of your eyeshadow pop, telling that color story. So yeah, but then again, whatever works for you, whatever you like. So now we're going to move on to this color here, It's kind of a terracotta color. And I'm going to mix it with this hot pink matte. And let's see here. I'm going to grab my Real Techniques brush. It's a defining crease brush. Let's see, the number of this brush has worn off, so bear with me. I'm just going to tap into this terracotta color. Tap into the hot pink. Tap off the excess. And I have slightly hooded eyes and slightly deep set eyes at the same time. Any eye shape, any eye type is beautiful. You just have to find out what works for you. So if you have hooded eyes, what you want to do is look straight into the mirror. Go slightly above where your eyelashes fall and create that different crease. Create a line, raise your eyebrow, and fill that in. That way, when your eyes are open, people can see your beautiful eye makeup. And you just go back and forth like a windshield wiper motion, adding more product until you're satisfied with that intensity. And I'm going to actually give some advice here. To get that ombre effect from the crease to the brow, it really depends on how much pressure you put behind your brush. You want to put the most pressure where you want the most color. And then as you move up the eye, you want to lessen the intensity behind your brush. That will give you that ombre effect, like it's melting into your skin. And that's what we want. So yeah. So I'm going to move over to the next eye now. So you just need to look at both eyes, see if they match, see if the intensity of both eyes is about the same. And then, if you want to move on to your next color, you can. And that's what we're going to do. So, I'm going to switch brushes now. And let's go in here with our Real Techniques brush here. Can't make out the number, but it's more of a more dense brush. So the more dense the brush, the more intense the color is going to be whenever you place it. So let's go in here with this dark burgundy color. Let's add some depth. These have a really good color payoff too. So I'm going to add a little depth here to the outer corner of my eye. So add a little drama. And when you are applying pink eyeshadows, anything pink, you really have to trust the process, because pink eyeshadows really, like I said, you really have to trust the process, because they can make you look a certain way until you add your eyeliner, your mascara. That's when you see it all evolve. And then I like to bring it up just a little bit, almost halfway into the crease, to kind of give that ombre effect. Applying different pressure as I come toward the middle of my eyelid. So now we're going to do the same on the opposite eye. And so yes, so now again is where we look at both eyes, see if they are equal. That looks about right. And so now we're going to add our shimmer. And this is where it really gets fun. I tend to want to use my fingers for this. That's where you get your best color payoff. Brushes tend to diminish the effect, and I want my shimmers to pop. So we're going to go in today with this almost kind of a gold mauve shimmer here. And as you can see, it's quite rich. And we're just going to pop that on to the center of my eyelid. Almost giving like a spotlight. Just like that. So, again, do the same thing for the other lid. Using our finger. Just like that. Almost, like I said, almost like a spotlight. It's almost like a copper color once you use your finger. Now then, once we have that shade on, and to avoid any harsh lines, we're going to go in back with our blending brush here. I'm using an e.l.f. blending brush from Walmart, $4. Cannot be beat. You just want to blend over the edges. Makeup also is all about blending. You want to avoid any harsh lines. You want to make the effect as it's just melting into your skin. I love the way that shimmer is just making like almost a foil effect on my eyelid. We're going to do the same for the opposite eye. And you'll know what I mean once we get the eyeliner and the mascara on about trusting the process when you're wearing pink eye makeup. Now then, this is when I want to go in and add a little color to the inner corner. I'm going to switch palettes. I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay palette and use the color Crystalline. It's the shimmery white color here. Looks like crushed diamonds. tap off the excess. I'm using the Real Techniques brush in number 307. And this is where I want to just place it in this inner corner. Bear with me. Same thing on the other eye. This just makes the eye kind of open up a bit, giving you that fresh, wide-eyed look that we all want. Now, let's see. I also want to go back in and add just a little bit of this crystalline to the brow bone. To redefine that brow bone. Okay. Now let's add some eyeliner, shall we? And for eyeliner, we're going to use two products. For the lower lashes, we're going to use the Makeup Forever in the color Graphite. It's just a kind of a gel liner, a gel pencil liner. It's a waterproof. And for the top eyeliner, we're using the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner from Walmart. I like to go over the top lashes first. Kind of gives me an idea of how dark I want to go. This is when we see the look really come together. And the thinner and the closer you get to your natural lashes with your eyeliner, the longer your lashes look. And if you're someone who's fairly new to doing makeup, there are alternatives to any sort of eyeliner. You can use eyeshadow. You can use a pencil liner that's not quite as messy. There's all kinds of options out there for you. So we have the top eyeliner finished. Now we're going to go in with the Makeup Forever. This is the 24-hour waterproof full impact glide eyeliner. It's fully retractable too, so there's no product waste. This is available at Sephora. I'm just putting this along the roots of my eyelashes here. Going about a third of the way in. And then I like to take my finger, kind of drag that over, smudging it just a bit to soften it. Now we're going to add our contour contour. Just really want to do what suits you. Don't go too far in, or it can drag the face down. Good rule of thumb is don't go past the corner of your eye. This is the color Latte from Mary Kay. And the blush is Juicy Peach from Mary Kay. And I like to go high with the blush for my age 44 skin. So, if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial, I would very much appreciate if you would subscribe, possibly, give this tutorial a thumbs up. That would be great. And yeah, I look forward to making more videos for you. So let's put this mascara on. This is the Panorama from Mary Kay. And if you happen to get mascara on your eye like I just did, just leave it until it dries. And remember this mascara we got on our eyes? We're going to flick it off here. Just like that. So, we need to move on to the lips. We have Fenty Beauty and the Fenty Glow. This is kind of a splurge product for me. Just adds a nice little color, little shine. And we need a setting powder. We're going to go in with Light to Medium Ivory from Mary Kay. And this will help reduce some shine and set our makeup for the day. Just kind of blurs those pores, which we want to do for mature skin. And so there we have it. There we have it. Makeup for mature skin, and we still look glamorous. And we still have a glow. So I'm Jamie, and this is my channel, JJ's Glam Glow. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.